Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible, heart-pounding world of bull riding with none other than J.B. Mauney. Known as one of the toughest, most skilled riders in the history of the sport, J.B. has faced off with some of the world's most legendary, dangerous bulls in what can only be described as epic showdowns. So buckle up, because this video is going to be one wild ride. J.B. Mauney's career is a story of grit, glory, and some seriously intense bull riding. He's known for his fearless rides on bulls that would make any rider think twice. Today, we're going to look at some of his most epic matchups, the bulls that made him famous, and how he built his legendary career by taking on the toughest bulls on the planet. Before we dive into the epic bull battles, let's talk about how J.B. Mauney became the man we all know today. Born in North Carolina, J.B. grew up on a ranch, so it's no surprise that he had the bull riding bug from a young age. At just 3 years old, he was riding sheep, and by 12, he had made the leap to bulls. But this wasn't just any ordinary leap. J.B. was different. His balance, agility, and fearlessness stood out right away. By the time he was 18, he hit the professional bull riding circuit, and let me tell you, he wasn't just another rookie. J.B. made a splash from the very beginning, winning his first event in only his third competition. He was on fire, and his rise to the top of the PBR professional bull riders was inevitable. But while he was certainly talented, it was his attitude, his refusal to back down, that really set him apart from the pack. J.B. was never afraid to take on the toughest bulls, no matter how dangerous they were. This fearless mentality led him to ride bulls that others were too afraid to even think about. From his very first big win, it was clear that J.B. Mauney was destined for greatness. If you're talking about J.B. Mauney's most epic showdowns, you have to talk about Bushwalker. This bull was, and still is, considered one of the most challenging and fearsome bulls in PBR history. And J.B. wasn't one to shy away from a challenge. Bushwalker was known for his unpredictable moves and insane strength. Riders who had faced him would often end up being tossed in the air, and many would leave the arena bruised and battered. But J.B., he didn't back down. In fact, J.B. Mauney had one of the most famous rides of his career on Bushwalker during the 2013 PBR World Finals. In that ride, J.B. managed to stick with the bull for the full 8 seconds, an incredibly impressive feat. Bushwalker was explosive, twisting and bucking like a wild animal, but J.B. stayed locked in. He demonstrated his perfect blend of balance, focus, and raw power that has become his trademark. Even though the bull ultimately bucked him off, J.B. earned major respect for hanging in there as long as he did. This ride cemented his reputation as one of the toughest riders to ever step foot in the arena. Let's not forget, Bushwalker wasn't just any bull. He was a 2-time world champion bull, making him a true legend in the bull riding world. Riders were lucky if they stayed on him for more than a second. The fact that J.B. managed to stay on for 8 seconds showed just how much heart and skill he had. The crowd roared with excitement as J.B. rode that bull, and it was one of the most epic moments in PBR history. Next up on the list is Asteroid. Known for his massive size and unpredictable bucking style, Asteroid is another one of those bulls that separates the men from the boys. Riders who attempted to ride him often got sent flying, but J.B. Mauney wasn't afraid to take him on. In the 2012 PBR Built Ford Tough World Finals, J.B. faced off against Asteroid in what would become one of the most talked about rides of his career. Asteroid was known for his fast spins and wild jumps, but J.B. managed to stay with him for an impressive 8 seconds, earning a score of 93 points, one of the highest scores ever recorded for a ride on Asteroid. This ride was a turning point for J.B. It showed the world that he wasn't just a skilled rider, he was unstoppable. Even the toughest bulls in the world couldn't shake him off. Asteroid was a beast, but J.B. made it look easy. Asteroid wasn't known for being particularly predictable. Some bulls had set routines or styles, but Asteroid would change things up mid-ride. This meant that riders had to be quick on their feet, ready for anything. J.B.'s ability to not only hang on, but also keep his form and score so highly was a testament to his skill and determination. While many riders feared Asteroid, JB embraced the challenge, proving time and time again that he was built for these kinds of showdowns. Now, let's talk about Pearl Harbor. This bull wasn't as well known as Bushwalker or Asteroid, but he was still a beast, and he gave JB a run for his money. Pearl Harbor was known for his brutal bucking style and his tendency to catch riders off guard. But JB wasn't one to let a surprise attack scare him off. In a 2014 PBR event, JB faced Pearl Harbor in a battle that had the crowd on the edge of their seats. Pearl Harbor came out strong, bucking violently, but JB held on like a man on a mission. It wasn't easy, but JB stayed focused and ultimately managed to score a solid 87.5 points, proving that no bull, no matter how tricky, was going to stop him. The most impressive part of this ride wasn't just the score, it was JB's ability to adapt. Pearl Harbor threw everything at him, but JB stayed calm and executed a perfect ride. That's the mark of a true champion. Pearl Harbor may not have had the same legendary status as Bushwalker or Asteroid, but he was no less dangerous. Bulls like him are proof that sometimes the biggest threats are the ones you least expect. But JB was never one to underestimate any bull, and his performance in this showdown proved that he could handle anything that came his way. So what's the secret behind JB Mauney's ability to take on these legendary bulls? It all comes down to his preparation, strategy, and mental toughness. JB doesn't just rely on raw talent. He works hard to hone his skills and develop his technique. For JB, bull riding is all about reading the bull, predicting its movements, and staying one step ahead. When he enters the arena, he's already mentally prepared for whatever challenges come his way. His training regimen includes everything from strength and conditioning to mental exercises that help him stay focused during those intense, high-pressure moments. But it's not just about physical preparation. JB is a student of the sport. He studies the bulls he's about to face, learning their tendencies and understanding their weaknesses. By the time he steps into the ring, he's already a step ahead of the competition. This dedication to his craft helped him rise to the top of the bull riding world. What sets JB apart from many other riders is his ability to keep his cool under pressure. Bull riding is a mental game just as much as it's a physical one. JB has mastered the art of staying calm and composed, even when facing the toughest bulls in the world. His mental resilience is what allows him to push through tough rides, injuries, and intense competition. One of JB Mauney's most epic showdowns wasn't just with one specific bull. It was with all the bulls at the 2013 PBR World Finals. This event was a defining moment in his career. JB was going head-to-head with the best of the best, and he came out on top. JB entered the 2013 PBR World Finals with something to prove. Despite facing tough competition, including legendary riders like Silvano Alves and Guilherme Marchi, JB delivered a performance for the ages. He won 6 events in a row during the second half of the season, including 5 consecutive wins in the final weeks leading up to the World Finals. That kind of consistency is what sets champions apart. In the World Finals, JB rode some of the toughest bulls in the world, including Bushwalker, and ended up clinching his first PBR World Championship title. It was a testament to his ability to rise to the occasion and face whatever challenges came his way. The crowd went wild as JB completed his legendary comeback, and he cemented his place as one of the greatest bull riders to ever compete. The 2013 World Championship wasn't just about the bulls, it was also about JB's sheer willpower. He proved that even when the odds are stacked against you, with enough determination and heart, anything is possible.
JB's career wasn't just about the glory, it was also about overcoming adversity. In 2017, JB suffered a severe injury that left him with a broken foot. It was a setback, but true to form, JB didn't let it stop him. He pushed through the pain, rode through the injury, and showed the world that nothing could keep him down.
But in 2020, JB faced an even more serious setback. A neck injury forced him into early retirement, but not before he'd made his mark on the sport with over 1,000 bulls ridden and more than 30 event victories. His story is one of resilience and determination. Through every injury, setback, and tough ride, JB kept pushing, proving that champions are made not just from victories, but from their ability to rise every time they fall. And while his days riding professionally may be behind him, JB Mauney will always be remembered as one of the greatest to ever step into the arena. JB Mauney's legacy is secure. He's not just a bull rider, he's a symbol of toughness, resilience, and skill. His battles with some of the toughest bulls in the world have made him a hero in the bull riding community, and his name will forever be linked to the sport's most legendary moments. Even after his retirement, JB's influence on the sport is undeniable. New riders look up to him, and his fearless approach to bull riding continues to inspire the next generation. JB has proven time and time again that with the right combination of preparation, heart, and grit, you can take on anything, whether it's the toughest bulls in the world or the toughest challenges in life. So, that's it for today's look at JB Mauney's epic showdowns with the world's toughest bulls. What do you think? Which of these legendary bulls do you think was the toughest to face? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more awesome content like this. Until next time, keep riding strong.